Hello Kingslayers, my name is Carystaal and welcome to the second episode of Cary's Rival Kingdoms Corner, a channel dedicated to all things Rival Kingdoms. Now, in this episode I wanted to take a quick look at the event called the Unwavering Resolve and my mindset and my approach to this event. Now, the event is actually made up of two parts, the first of which was an individual event which ran for 2 days from Friday to Sunday. And then an individual ladder event which ran from Sunday through till Monday. So for this event, and I was personally playing in Arena, Arena gave you 6 lightning orbs per win. If you use Lyris, you got +1 lightning orbs, and if you use Kaina and Sarah, you got +3 lightning orbs. Now, the way that I personally work these events out in terms of points and what my goal is going to be. On average, for me personally, I have about 15 hours of gameplay. So I get up at 6 and I usually go to bed around about 11 o'clock PM. But on average, let's say I ran from 6 AM till 9 PM. So when you think about that, there are 15 hours in between that period of time from 6 AM till 9 PM. If you multiply that by 60 minutes, you get 900 minutes. Now, it takes 20 minutes for a stone to regenerate. So if you take that 900 minutes and divide it by 20, it gives you 45 stones. Now, my goal for this event, let's go back to the leaderboard. I was a bit tired this weekend, so I decided that my goal would be for the mithril, which is 1500 points. So here's my working out. 1500 points divided by 2 days, because this event ran over 2 days and not the usual 3, gave you 750 points per day. Now, if you're talking about 9 points if you use Kaina or where's she gone? Kaina or Sarah. So those 750 points, if you use Kaina or Sarah, that gave you 9. So 750 divided by 9 gave you 84 stones that you needed to use to get the 1500 points per day. Now you usually regenerate, as I said before, 45 stones. So 84 stones minus 45 stones gives you 39 battle stones from stock. So over the 2 days, I was looking at 78 battle stones from stock to achieve my goal of 1500, and as you can see, I managed to achieve that literally with probably about an hour or so to spare. I did have from the ladder, I think they gave 1 legendary lightning orb there, and I think I got a couple of legendary boosts from the arena chest, not many, but enough for me to successfully achieve the ladder. Now in that ladder, you got at 1175 points the symbol of the unyielding, and what that did is it gave you the opportunity to then enter into the Unwavering Resolve leaderboard. I must admit, I don't usually play, it was a survival mode leaderboard, and I don't usually touch survival mode for my own personal reasons, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a bit of a shot. So as you can see from here, all you need to do is go into survival, and you have to use different ancients in survival mode. You can't use the same one twice per streak. And depending on your streak, you get higher ring rewards and you get higher points. And the event prizes, if you were to rank in the top 10, you can see here the various prizes depending on your activity. Now, for this particular event, I decided that I would like to be in the top 2,000, so anywhere between 201 and 2,000. And if we go back, we'll have a quick peek here. So on the leaderboard at the moment, there I am at 2,027. Now, this is what I found particularly interesting about this Ancient Brawl event. It started at 11 AM. I wasn't able to play because I had some visitors over. I wasn't able to play until around 12:30 PM. And when I entered the first battle, I was about 3,000th on the leaderboard. And within 10 battles, I'd moved from 3,000th to around about 2,500. I think that with survival mode, not a lot of people take part in survival mode, primarily because there isn't any, you don't get any rewards apart from rings, and the rings are quite small. So I think a lot of people have stayed away from survival. Let's have a look. Where am I now? So 538 points. I'm currently at 2036. So let's just do it and see where we go. Now, when I first started playing this, because death, I don't know, for some reason death came up first, I tended to use all the death ancients, which actually worked out pretty well. So I'll talk about my mindset behind any attacks and decide who I'm going to use, and we'll go from there. I won't do all, I'll probably do 5 and go, all right, okay. So I don't want to use Kaina. So the idea for survival is that you would use your weakest ancient first to build up enough. So you use your weakest ancient first, so that as bases get harder, you can then move up to stronger ancients. What I really liked, or what I really like about survival, having played it today almost exclusively, is that you get the opportunity to try different ancients that you have in your collection but that you don't usually use. So let's have a look at, I'm going to go for death again because I don't know why. Well, I know why, because I used them all today. So let's have a look at, I'm not going to use Quan because I've done it 15, needs a bit. Let's have a look at Valora. I only used her second spell. Now bear in mind, I am a Stronghold 17. I have Stronghold 17 soldiers at 17, not 17.5. All of the rest of my troops are at Stronghold 16. So I'll take Valora. I might actually lose this time round. It all depends on how I decide to play it. My dragon charge time is at 18 seconds, I believe, at Stronghold 17. So let's have a quick peek. I'm looking to fill up her second spell. I've got 1, 2, 3. Do you know what I might do? I might come from the bottom up to the top because it's a Stronghold 15. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to come from the bottom and go to the top because the other spell towers are congregated on the up north. So let's nope, not Viscaria. I use that for a daily. Let's go on to Damaris. Let's select him. And let's go from here. Okay. Let's set Damaris off. So he's going to get the 2 little builders' huts. And then I'm going to put my mana hunters down straight. And then the paladins. And I'll flank. Oops. Flank. And I will sweep. And I'll get ready to drop her second spell. Sweep back. And I'll get ready to drop her second spell again. And I'll get to drop it again. And I'll drop it again. And this time I'm going to try and move the dragon just back a bit. Oh, go on. Mark it. Do it. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. Yay. Well done. And there's no need to carry on because there isn't any gold to win. So let's go on to battle number 2. Remember, Valora is gone now in survival. She doesn't exist. You have to use a different ancient. I think with the way that survival works, I think the strongholds that you face are based on your PvP or multiplayer ranking. I'm not too sure. So if you've got a high level of if you've played multiplayer and it's quite high level, I think that it's based on there. But like I said, I'm not too sure. Zemo. Now, what does he do? What does Zemo do? So he's got his hallowed ground, places a glyph on the floor that lasts indefinitely and grants 9 health. If I remember correctly, that's the only spell for him that I used, I think. I think I just used that, and I kept on using the first that spell. So let's have a quick peek at that a second. Places a glyph on the floor that lasts indefinitely and grants 9 health a second to troops inside. After 15 seconds, the glyph is empowered and grants 34 to 35 health a second instead. Multiple glyphs cannot be sustained, and casting this spell again will remove any others. So, all right, let's. Where am I going to attack from? See now, look, little Skywatcher with dragon on it. so I want to stay clear of that because I want to give the dragon some charge time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the dragon to target this gold storage with the mana hunters and the paladins, and then I'm going to deploy soldiers, one to attack up and then one down here to kind of act as a distraction for the flash freeze, and I'm going to try and use the first. This may go horribly wrong, I don't know, but let's have a quick peek and see what happens. Okay, that's going off, so let's go up here, down, and sweep and place this glyph on the floor there and sweep back. And I'm going to I'm going to place the glyph just in front of the mana hunters. And again, I'll place the glyph just in front there. And I'll just move the dragon just out of the way. And I don't think I'm going to need to use anything else. No, and that's it. Done and done and done. So let's have a look at the third battle. And I'm only using death because it was the first. It's the first one there. So okay, ZZZ top 73 from Queen Jackie. Okay, he's got she has got a couple of defenses upgrading. So what I can do is I can aim to target the tavern, these two builders' huts, this builder's hut and this alchemy workshop, without fear of being attacked by these two. Because even though the watchtowers, the alchemy workshop is technically within the watchtower range, these shouldn't hit the dragon, provided, well, I say shouldn't, I might very well have to put some soldiers down as a distraction. Let's have a look. Not Quan, Nyrax, no, Takimi. I really like Takimi when I used her. Creates a flux in time that slows enemies by 35% and speeds allies by 35% for 12.48 seconds. That only costs 5 mana. I might save her. For one that's a bit harder. Let's have a look at Molotov cocktails then. His Necro armor is the one that I used more often than not. It halves the damage from all magical attacks and dispels common debuffs for 11.7 seconds. Troops that fall will rise as one undead warrior. Should we use him? Because I don't tend to use Moloch a lot. So his Necro armor is the one. So as I said before, you're looking to really give the dragon some sweep time before deploying the troops. So let's drop the dragon there. As I said, this could go horribly wrong if I time it really badly, so I might get ready to just do some deployment anyway. No, see, it's gone for the alchemy workshop, which is actually good, and it's not being targeted by any of the. So now it's drop, sweep, drop, and come back. And like I said, it's the Necro armor that I want to, and I'm going to wait just before the confused tower, and then there you go, I'll drop it then. Let's stick some of those in there, shall we? Let's move my dragon back a bit. Put some more Death Knights in there. You never have enough Death Knights. Oh, it's going to go down. So there you go. So yeah, I like survival. Survival's really good because personally, I've got really quite lazy. I do use 2 ancients almost. I just switch between the 2, which is Yalanati and Lyris. Yalanati at level 50 is fantastic. Lyris at level 60 on the right bases is absolutely evil. So I do get quite lazy, but survival allows you to try out different ancients, and you actually do realize, especially for I would say lower to mid-level, that most of the ancients have their uses. Apart from the Elder Mages, that's why I haven't touched the Elder Mages, because they're really designed to be stuck in the towers. But most of the other ancients I find have their uses, but at high level, and we're talking 16.5, 17, 17.5. You've really got to have your ancients at very, very high levels. You're talking about having them at legendary or mythic to make a difference. So, oh look, leaderboard drop down. So again, I'll be playing this for a little bit longer after this video. I'll just go through the next couple of battles. I think I've only got 2 left, and then I'll wrap up and just give a little summary of the events and how I've personally found them. So this is just a win streak 3. 5 rings, they're not much. Right, okay, now Stronghold 16 with 16.5 defenses. Do you know what? I think I will use... See, now Lyris, now with tower suppression, Space Ape did say that tower suppression was not going to apply in survival, and they've been true to their word, because Lyris is in the tower, but she hasn't been suppressed. So... Right, okay. Let's do it from this way. So what I tend to do with Lyris is I will deploy her at the top. I will deploy Damaris at the top of this type of... Oh, hold on. Ooh, look. Look. That's been upgraded. So I get to do 2 sweeps. Right, let's do this. I'm going to drop Damaris there. So... I'm not going to be targeted by, because obviously that watchtower's upgrading. There's one behind it though. Is it going to get me? No. Now, just before, I'm going to sweep once. What this should do, Damaris is really, really strong. What this should allow me to do is make another 2 sweeps to really soften the Primus conduits up. So once he's done his job there, I'll start dropping troops. Let's go up there. It's coming down. Goes up there. There. Come on, don't flag out on me. And let's come down here again. To the Primus conduit. This is why Lyris is wicked, and I always hold on. Let's get that. I always hold on to a set of soldiers just in case things go pear-shaped. And he's actually got some... let's just drop him. Speed him up for a bit. Yeah, that's gone. I didn't like to use Lyris on Street 4. That's a bit rubbish. I could have found another ancient. I could have possibly used Jarl, but you know, for the purpose of the video, let's just do that. Again, on the leaderboard, 2038, not much, but 551 points. Bearing in mind, how much of the event have we got left? 12 and a half hours. So we've got a fair amount of time left to claw our way back up. Let's come out of there. What am I doing? Go to battle. So this is the last one. Stronghold out. Now, I give full respect to any player who has their stronghold out. I haven't got my stronghold out at the moment. I should have put it out, and I will put it out after the video is finished. But what a stronghold out does allow you to do is use your rubbishest ancient. So for the purposes of this, I'm going to use Tyrus, a level 15 Tyrus, and it means you don't have to worry about defenses. You just have to take your troops and drop them and take the stronghold out. Thank you very much for that opportunity, my good fellow. Brilliant. Okay, now that's my streak done. Those are my battle stones done. I'm going to continue playing later on. I'll probably use a few from stock because I have been a bit lax this evening. So my personal opinion on this event, I really liked it. Yes, it did throw you a bit, just having 2 days to try and get the maximum on the leaderboard, which is the reason why I decided that I wasn't going to go for the top prize. A, for time, and B, it was spread out over 2 days. I have a few battle stones, as I said before, in stock, but I'm saving them for the next Kingdom Ladder event. So for me, going for 2,200, it wasn't worth it for me. Having a goal of 1,500 for me personally worked out really, really well. Spread out over 2 days, 750 points, it worked out well for me. I really, as I said before, I like the aspect of survival. I really do like the aspect of survival. I think what puts a lot of people off is that the ring rewards are not very good. Usually in Arena, at anything above 6,700 points. For a medium win, you're looking at around about 29. In the medium, for a medium win, you're looking at 29 rings. For easy, it's 27, then medium 29, and then hard is 33. So I think a lot of people are put off by the fact that the ring rewards in survival are quite small. For me personally, I really liked the style of the way the event was structured. Again, the only thing that threw a lot of people off was that half an hour, and that half an hour did actually make a lot of difference, especially in terms of players who had set their goal, for example for the Mithril, and then found out that they were short by 53 points and the event would finish at 10:30 when they thought it would finish at 11. Thanks again for taking the time to join me, honestly, and I'll catch you next time for another episode of Cary's Rival Kingdoms Corner.